Alright, got my new heater, and follow the directions. Don't want to skip anything. Drain the cooling system, flush radiator and block. Alright, I already did that. Remove correct frost plug. Check listing for location. Oh, that's already been done. Remove any burr, sharp edges. Alright, well, take this 320 grit and sand it out. Check this out. It's actually daylight. I don't have to use a flashlight. It's amazing. A little closer here. So here's that hole. Gonna get my sandpaper a little wet. See if I have any water. That might do. Pretty gross. Alright, now that we've got that nice and clean, my camera will focus. I don't know. Pretty clean. I'd also like to thank GM for putting this lovely sharp bolt right where I have to work, so it cuts up my gloves. It's real nice. So on to the next step. Lubricate O-ring and machined surface of the hole with grease to facilitate installation and prevent O-ring damage. And we can now spend the rest of the video making jokes about lubrication and insertion and damage, but I'm going to use some Super Lube synthetic grease, and can't really do this. Oh, maybe I can. Let's see. One-handed, not bad. Sometimes I even impress myself. Of course, this cloth is wiping it off as I put it on. And just a little more. Why not? We'll get some. Put that on the hole. Oh man. I have a dirty mind. Dirty. Alright. So now my only concern is, which I read on a review for this heater, it's a Cat's heater, that this bit can just spin inside as you spin the outside bit. There's no stop for it. Apparently there's another brand that has the stop, but I didn't think it'd be too big of an issue, but we'll find out. Back off heater nut as far as possible, insert heating element in proper direction, center hole, heater in hole, and press in tight. Tighten bolt to recommended torque, see below. Make sure shoulder of adapter is against block. So, I believe this is already as far out as it'll go. And I believe I have example C here. But I have no way of measuring that, so we'll say tight enough. So the old heater was in the block like this, so we're going to put the new one in, put this heating element up, so we're going to put the new one in the same way. See if I can get this. Can't really see. Maybe you can. Alright, it's in there. Doesn't want to stay in. Now I need 2 hands so I can tighten with the other hand. Alright. So, I think it's in there. Uh-oh. The top half might be sticking off a little bit. Might be crooked. Try and push it in. What I'm having to do though is one hand is hold the outside lip with 2 fingers, pulling it away from the block so that the butterfly clip in the back can press against the inside of that hole. And as I'm holding it with my other hand, I'm screwing in the bolt so that butterfly clip on the inside piece has something to grab against. Otherwise it just spins in there freely. So I'm gonna back it off and put it back in, hopefully get the whole thing level in there. So what I've ended up doing is putting a little pair of vice grips on that little flange that I can grab onto, and then that way I can pull the piece out and keep it level a lot easier than trying to get my fingers, you know, up underneath here. It's really difficult to do. This way I can pull it, keep it squared, and still tighten, hopefully, although I might have to grab it on the top. Alright, got it in, nice and tight. You can see now the top and the bottom all the way around is flush. Let me find my flashlight. Not sure if this makes it worse or better, but it's pretty much flush. And I actually had to back the screw all the way out and push it all the way in, so that it was centered in the hole and pushed in, and then tighten the bolt down. I thought it would just spin since there's nothing back there to stop it, but apparently not. So actually the directions are 100% right. Where are they? Oh, they flew away. But yeah, it says to center it and push it in and then tighten that bolt, and they aren't kidding. They even read the directions. So anyway, it's in there, seems to be tight. We'll pour some water in and see. Alright, now for the moment of truth. Get my distilled water and see what happens. Pretty good. Don't see any drips. So far so good. Looks pretty dry. Wish my camera would focus faster. Oh well. So to check back in our instructions, route the cord. Yeah, we're not just gonna reuse the cord that's there, and I'm not really too concerned about that. Refill the coolant system, blah blah blah. Don't use more than 60% antifreeze. Use of non-distilled water could result in lime, calcium buildup, premature burnout of the heater. Run engine until thermostat opens and continue running for 20 minutes to eliminate air pockets. So right now I got 2 gallons of distilled and not even 1 gallon of antifreeze, and we're waiting for it to go down. So I figured while we're doing that, put the alternator back on. and I see why that bolt was on the back on the top. That threading is all stripped out, so that's why they put a bolt on the back. Apparently that's common. So anyways, it's gonna take me 2 hands to get it down there. Now that I've got it down there, just gotta connect the cables. Okay, so a couple things I learned. It's a lot easier to put this bottom bolt in because there's only one hole for it, and have it dangle from this one while you do it. Also, I had to loosen up that bolt so that loosen up that nut so that these wires were facing more this way, because otherwise there's not enough slack as they connect up here. Alright, got it all installed nice and tight. Pretty tight. I actually ended up taking the whole thing out. I don't know if you can see that, but that wire right there, or not, I don't think it's a wire. I think this wire right here is a fuel line, and it was underneath this bottom bar, which goes all the way across underneath, connects to this bottom bolt. And it looked like it was a little tight being on the bottom, so I took it apart and put it on top. Hopefully it's happy. This bottom bolt was a pain. I had to really push it in while I was spinning it. It did not want to go in. But anyways, looks like it's all in. Take this spanner off now, that's tight. And looks like it should be good to go. My radiator fluid is, well, not going down as quickly as I'd like. So, clean. So, I guess crank her up, and as it goes down, we'll fill it up. Almost forgot. I'm gonna have to reconnect batteries before I can crank up. So, alright, here we go. Glow plugs. Wait for the cycle one more time. Alright. We gotta go through. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See if we have any leaks. Doesn't look like it. Try it again. Need to give her some gas, maybe. Voltage regulator's working. Yeah. That's good. Got my coolant doing. Forgot to mention, I do have the heater on. Try and get that coolant down through the heater core. And I'm also going to put in some water wetter. Let's see. We shall see. Going the directions, I've got 20 minutes of this. Eliminate air pockets. Not this buzzing noise. You can hear where it's coming from. It wasn't from the alternator. Alright, so as you can see, we're pretty warm. So hopefully we got all those air bubbles out. But this looks a little low. It's weird because I just replaced the voltage regulator. So I decided to hook up voltmeter. Sorry it's so dark. Anyways, hook up the voltmeter. Turn this on. Looks pretty good. I think it's supposed to be like 13, but better than overvolting. This is, the overflow tank is still empty. So, probably gonna top that off the rest of this antifreeze. And then maybe tomorrow I'll put in the wet wetter. But I think that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching.